Let us talk about overcoming objections. Now, I personally believe that you don't need to overcome objections if you've done three things. Number one, you've qualified your customer really well. Number two, you did a good discovery. And number three, you were able to articulate to the customer based on their problems, pain points, values, and needs. However, sometimes we get objections on the front end of the sales process. Maybe it's on a cold call, or sometimes we get it on the end of a sales process when we have not been able to build enough trust, or they don't see the value in what we're offering, or sometimes it's not the right time, or they don't have a need for what we have. Now, handling an objection should not be about turning your no into a yes, and that's where many people go wrong. It should be about three things. Number one, we have to understand their perception. Why do they have this perception? Number two, we have to understand their experience. Have they had a bad experience in the past? And number three, we have to really understand, what do they doubt? What is it about? What is it that they're doubting? Is it they're doubting the value of what we're having to offer? Is it they're doubting that level of trust? Is it that they're doubting that the features and benefits of what we offer is going to solve their problem? Only then, when we come from a place of curiosity and we understand these three things, then we can able to educate further. Then we are able to build further rapport with them because we've listened to them. And only then can we present an alternative solution. However, if we come at them from a place of, I'm going to turn your no into a yes, I'm not going to listen to you, I'm going to cut you off, I'm not going to let you stop, I'm not going to stop and listen to you, I'm not going to ask questions, I'm not going to come from a place of curiosity, we're going to lose them. We're just going to be like, no, but we're different, we're this, we're that, we're cutting them off. And then they're going to shut down. We're going to trigger their fight or flight response. And then at the end of the day, they're not going to listen to us. So there are 5 steps to overcoming an objection. So number one, we have to stop and listen. Stop and listen to them. Count to 3. When they give you this objection, just shut your mouth and count 1, 2, 3. You'll be amazed. It will go very slow and you'll feel uncomfortable. Then number 2, step 2, acknowledge their objection. So if they've had a bad experience, I'm sorry that you feel that way. Number 3, gather information. Ask them, okay, so tell me more. Tell me about this objection. Tell me about your experience. So find out where this objection is coming from. Number 4, summarize what they're saying to you. So repeat back what they said to you so they feel heard. And this is going to build a lot of rapport and it's going to minimize their resistance. And then step number 5, when you've done those 4 steps, then you can come at them and say, look, if I do this for you, would you do this? Or look, this is based on what you're telling me, this is what we can do, or we can do this, or we can do that. However, if you go straight into step number 5 and you give them an alternative solutions before stopping and listening, acknowledging or showing some form of empathy, being curious and gathering information, listening to them and summarizing back what they said to you, then you will lose them. It doesn't matter what alternative, what win-win solution that you have, you will lose them at the end.